Welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah Smith. I am the owner of Poobs Logistics LLC, a women-owned small business government contracting business. And today I am extremely excited to be here because there is a lot that you know about my government contracting career, but there is very few that you know about what took place behind the scenes of my beautiful journey. This story is about the overcoming of a little girl who was born and raised in Buffalo, New York, Josh Allen country, chicken wing country, and I'm extremely excited to share it with you because you know me now. But I rarely share the story behind the family that is rooting for me and where I came from. I was born and raised in Buffalo, New York, a small area called Riverside. I spent my entire life in that area, born and raised. And I haven't always been the government contracting expert that you know and you see today. Okay, I'm extremely excited to share this story with you. This is a photo of me, my brother Robert, and my brother Jordan. Now, my sister wasn't born yet. She wasn't born until 9 years later. But I'm going to show you a beautiful family that is rooting for me back home because now I get to share the loves of my life and the people that are currently rooting for me with you. All right, here is my beautiful family. In the middle is my father, Tony, New York Yankee hat, Robert, my kids, my sister, and my other brother. So there's four of us. Okay. We had a six family household, and we didn't grow up with riches. We actually grew up a little bit under the poverty line. Buffalo, New York, Riverside is a very small area. Okay. I'm not sure what the population is, but either way, I know that it is very small in population. Now, I want to share this story because this family that you see right here is rooting for me back home. And I want to share how much I love them and how we overcame everything that was trying or meant to break us down. This is a family that did not quit. A family that raised me, that did not give up on me when I had a dream. One of the most beautiful things about this family is that it's mine. This is my family and the people that I love. All right. The most important people, and I give all thanks to them. My adversity, my determination, everything that I've been through, the growth, the fear that I overcame are all dedicated to these two people right here. On the left side is my father, Tony Smith. May he rest in peace. He was a stay-at-home dad. He actually came off of the road from being a truck driver to raise his four beautiful children. And if I'm being honest with you, I don't know how he did it because wow, did we give him a run for his money? We gave him a run for his money. He sacrificed coming off of the road, driving trucks. My mom said, you got to come home and you got to help me raise the kids. You can't be a truck driver on the road. I need help with these babies. Now, this is a man who decided that he was going to choose his family and his children over his career. He came off of the road at a very young age, as young as I can remember, and he raised all four of us. There is not one thing that I don't know logistically that is not dedicated to my father. He taught us how to be street smart. He taught us there's not one sport that I don't know. I know how to golf, baseball, football, soccer, tennis, croquet. He kept us at bay. He kept us out busy and he taught us about the streets and how to overcome what life was about to throw at us. Now, he had a lot of things that he didn't heal from, but all I know is that when he had the opportunity to choose between his career and his children, he chose his children and he did a phenomenal job. Now, to the right, we have my beautiful mother. Her name is Deborah. I am Deborah Jr. This is one of the most beautiful mothers that a girl could ever ask for. My mom is an overcomer. She has her bachelor's degree in science. She held and maintained the same exact job for 30 years straight as a pharmaceutical rep. She made sure that no matter what happened in this lifetime, that we were okay. Now, her and my father were together 30 years, and that is not normal in this generation. What's beautiful about their story is they decided to stick together. They decided we have these four beautiful children together, and no matter what turmoil we face or what we go through, we're going to actually stick this thing out. And they did. And they did. My mother, she always tells me, she's like, we had to move over 17 times. Four children, 17 to 18 times. We didn't have it all. Nobody from my family came from riches, not one person. My grandfather owned a business. It was called Coven Collision in Buffalo, New York on Military Avenue. That was the only little bit of entrepreneurship that I knew. Okay. We grew up in lack. And I love my parents to death, and they did the best that they could with us, but we just didn't have it. My mom was working, and my dad had to raise us. And now that I am an adult, I 100% understand why they had to make those sacrifices. But I would like to say right here, right now, that they did a phenomenal job raising me, my brothers, and my sister. I would not be who I am right here, right now, if it was not for these two people. And I also have to mention, there's not a woman on the planet that dresses better than my mom. She's currently in her 60s and she's adorable. I mean, like, look at her. Like, seriously. Um, so that needs to be what you understand about me the most. My parents were amazing. They did everything that they possibly could in order to make us all successful and thrive. Okay. They are the reason that I am who I currently am. 30 years is not easy, especially with four kids that are running amok. Okay. They were so good that my dad didn't only raise one generation, he actually raised two. He raised all four of us, and then he turns around and helps me to raise my two children. So after he raised all four of us, we ran amok up and down the hill, not coming home on time, driving him crazy. He used to do this thing where he would ground us and then he would let us out like an hour later. He wasn't strict. He would let us go out into the world and be who we needed to be. And now I get why. This man did not shelter one of us. We were able to roam free as long as we came home safely. And I love him and I always will. And when he passed away last year, 2023 of August, I explained to him that I had dreams and I had goals and I was going to achieve them. And a few days before he passed away, he told me, I asked him, I said, Dad, I want to make a big move in my life and I want to do it for the family. And he looked at me and he said, Deborah, if you're going to do it now. Do it now. He goes, because I regret the fact that I didn't stay where I was supposed to stay and I didn't go where I was supposed to go. He's like, if it wasn't for your children and you, I would have lived a completely different life. But the way that he said, do it now, the look in his face when he said, do it now, was confirmation that I should do it now. 6 days later, August 23rd, 2023, my dad died. And I did exactly what he told me to do. I love you, Dad. I always have, and I always will. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for not giving up on me. Now, look at how good these two look. Wow, ravishing. My mom held the same job for 30 years as a pharmaceutical rep. And this photo on the left shows how excited and proud my dad was of me, holding a photo of me and my children. I am extremely blessed to be where I currently am, and it's because of these two people. All right. My mom, look at adorable, adorable, successful, ravishing, understanding, loving. She was the best mother a girl could ever ask for, and I'm so grateful that she is still with me till this day. So behind the scenes, these are the two people telling me, keep going, keep pushing. You're going to get knocked down, but you're going to keep going. And the adversity that I faced came from these two people. All right. I also have a brother. His name is Jordan. And I'm firstborn. I have my brother Jordan, my brother Robert, and then my sister Sierra. My brother Jordan is absolutely amazing. He actually used to be a chubby little chunky kid. Okay, when he was 12, 13, he was almost 200 to 300 pounds. Now, the story is much different. And this is someone who is not only determined and dedicated to make a change, but this is someone who has been rooting for me from day one. Okay. Whenever I needed my brother, he was there. All four of us grew up in the same exact household. We weren't split up. Okay. So if we had one soda, we shared the soda together. We had a 10-piece box of chicken. Yeah. We ate that together. Okay. We all were in the same household. And I'm so grateful that I have them in my life and in my corner. One thing about my brother that I absolutely love is that he was willing to change his life when the circumstances and the odds were against him. We grew up with nothing. He went out, he built a beautiful family, a beautiful life, and as you can see, a beautiful physique. That did not happen overnight. My dad raised him to be solid, and that is exactly what he is. He is funny, he is understanding, he is cool, he is determined, and he is my brother. I am super grateful that I have a brother that I can say is rooting for me, not only now, back home, behind the scenes, telling me, Deborah, keep going. It's going to work out for you. I love you. And anytime I face turmoil in my life, when I had no money for food, I had no one to watch my kids, even to the point where I had nowhere to live. My brother said, you know what? Come live with me. Come live with me. Okay, I'm going to take you in. I'm going to make sure you're good. And don't you worry about a thing. I have not always had success. So, to show you the people that love me behind the scenes is most important in this video because this is my family. And they are absolutely amazing. There's not a better family that a woman could ask for. These people stuck by my side when everything was going wrong. When I had lack, I had no faith, I had no abundance, I was making terrible choices. They were still there for me. And this photo that you see in the middle, my brother would be extremely proud that I posted that. He would be ecstatic. Okay. So this is my brother Jordan. You can follow him on Instagram at the created player 33. I'm sure he'd be happy to have you. He's singling and he's ready for the mingling. Oh, I know how much he loves that photo in the middle. So funny. This is my beautiful sister Sierra. Now, she's the baby. And whoo, when she comes through the door, you better take a deep breath because this one right here, absolutely amazing. And the only word that comes to mind is extraordinary. This girl has some of the best advice I have ever heard from an individual in my life, and she's 10 years younger than me. I don't know where she gets it. Maybe my mom, right? I played a part in raising her as well, but she is amazing. She's in the landscaping industry. No one can prune a tree like my sister. No one can put a flower in the ground like her. Nobody can overcome like she can. This girl is absolutely unstoppable. When she calls my phone, and we were in so much turmoil as a family, when she would call my phone and say, Deborah, I'm going through something, I need to talk to you, and vice versa, I always got the best advice from her. She is absolutely extraordinary. Okay. She picked up a job. Now, both of us are in an industry that's very male dominant because we were raised by a man. Okay. I'm in logistics, male dominant. I'm in government contracting, male dominant. My sister, landscaping. Okay. Those big rigs and those bobcats that you see that take like 14 years to climb up to and get in, my sister operates those. Anyone who has any kind of internship in the Buffalo, New York area, make my sister a part of it. Anywhere you need support and guidance in the landscaping industry, people were writing articles about her. Okay. She's gotten awarded for the National Society of Leadership and Success. And overall, she is also an overcomer. There are many things that have tried to knock my sister down, and she kept getting back up. And even though she's the baby, you would not know that. You would not know that. This girl is absolutely phenomenal. Everything she has done in my eyes up until this point has been correct, and I will be rooting for her until the day I fall over. And I remember the times when I was raising her. She used to tell me, and very recently too, I just know you're going to be successful. I just know, Deborah, that you're going to be rich. I just know it. I just know it. Like the conversations that we would have and the things that we would talk about. Now, there's a 10-year gap here, 10-year difference, but we're still like this. And God gave me all the grace when He gave me a baby sister because for a long time I had two brothers. Okay. And you can only imagine how that went, right? So I had my dad, my two brothers, my mom was at work, and it was just me. Okay. So my sister came along, and it was the most exciting thing when I was 9 years old. Sierra, I love you. I'm rooting for you. I'm proud of you. And I cannot wait to buy a boat and name it Alexis. Without you, I could not have done any of this. Without your voice in my head saying, Deborah, it's okay to pivot. It's okay to change. Don't come home. Keep going. That meant more to me than you will ever know. Anytime you pick up the phone and you're there for me, I am extremely grateful. So these are the people behind the scenes who are really making all of my success because they've been rooting for me from day one. If you have an internship in New York, get my sister involved. Any kind of articles, any kind of landscaping, anything that you see, she will be a part of, and it will be nothing more than impact. This woman right here has phenomenally made an impact, and she's the 10-year-old younger version of me. Over time, we started to come into some adversity. I have two beautiful children, Erica and Elliot. Okay. Beautiful children. Beautiful. All right. 2014, things started to get challenging for our family. Okay. My son Elliot needed a liver transplant. And I remember praying to God and saying, look, I didn't know at the time that it was going to make me stronger. I had no clue. This was a very hard time in my life. He was born in 2014 and he did not receive his liver until 2017. So he waited on the transplant list for 3 long years. Okay. He had something called biliary atresia, which is where the gallbladder struggles to create bile. And the doctor said to me, look, we can do something called the Kasai procedure, and we can give him a 50-50 chance here. Either it's going to work out and he's scot free, he doesn't need a transplant, or it might not work out and he might still need a transplant. So it didn't work out. Okay. He was very sick from the very, very beginning. We were going back and forth from Buffalo, New York to Pittsburgh. UPMC did a phenomenal job, but Elliot was in turmoil. And I remember a time when my father never treated my son like he was sick, ever. He would play with him. He would, take him out for ice cream. He would hang. I mean, my dad never treated my son like he was sick. And I feel like a lot of that is why he thrived. He was in an environment around a lot of love. Now, at this time, we were going back and forth from Buffalo to Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh specialized in liver transplants. And I mean, I cried for 3 years straight. 3 years. I had no vehicle to get him there. I was in turmoil. No matter what I was going through, I could not fix my baby. And that was a hard pill to swallow. All right. Now, one day we get a call, and the call comes from UPMC telling me and my family that I might even get a little emotional here, like telling me that a liver is ready for my son. It's March of 2017. And we got to get him there within 8 hours or the liver will go bad. Okay, now I'm a mother, I'm in pain, my heart is broken, nothing that I'm doing is working. I'm just praying to God over and over and over again to please get my son a liver. Please. That's all I'm asking for. Everything else in my life can go wrong as long as you give my baby a liver. That's it. I will do right by you for the rest of my days. And I just kept praying. Shortly after, we figure out as a family that the liver came from a 22-year-old male who was a student in Virginia who fell asleep at the wheel and didn't make it. His family gave my son the liver. It, oh, praise God. Hallelujah. Thank you for everything you've done for me. He is doing more amazing than you could ever imagine. And this part of my life was so very tough. I didn't think I was going to come out of this. I didn't. I said, I don't know. I don't know if I can make it. I'm watching my son suffer. He's sick. He's not doing well. God, I don't know what to do. And he came through with a beautiful new liver for my son in 2017 after 3 years of turmoil on the list. Not only did I survive that, but my family survived that as well. And I only survived it, and Elliot only survived it because of them, because of the people that I just showed you who were determined enough, loving enough sacrificed for us, were there for us. My son made it out of this because of my family. I am extremely blessed. I overcame that not alone, but together as a unit. And my adversity comes from this very story. So I got knocked down, but I didn't stay down. And I never will. I never will. I will ride this government contracting thing out until the wheels fall off. I will never, ever quit. You will have to find me on the roadside before you ever see me give up because of situations like this. I am a phenomenal woman. I have been through many hard things. This would have took the average person out, and I didn't let it. My dad stood beside me, my mom stood beside me, my family was there for me, and we got out of that together. And I'm extremely grateful to share this story with you. Extremely. Because you are going to go through some things in this life. And I'm telling you right now, get down on your hands and knees and talk to God about it because He will bring you through it. He will bring you through it. Whatever you are going through currently, it is not meant to break you. Now that I look back and I connect the dots, I only realize that that was meant for growth. And that was hard. If you're going through something, get support and get family involved. Have a conversation with people that you love because your mental health is way more important than anybody else. Put your own oxygen mask on first and then help other people. But this situation right here taught me that I can get through anything. Praise God. This did not take me out. It didn't take my son out. It didn't take my family out. We overcame it all. Then I came into a time where I started to have some business thoughts. My dad was a truck driver and he came off of the road to raise us. So at the time, it didn't really click and it didn't really hit me that I thrived in logistics because of him. I remember when I was younger, my papa actually used to take us on road trips. And when he would take us on road trips, we would sleep on the side of the highway in his 53-foot dry van trailer. Like me and my aunt, we used to write down my papa's numbers, right? Because they didn't have EDL back in the day. There was none of that. Like it was all like, when you go to the bowling alley and you use a pencil to write on the paper, that's how it was when you had to write down your fuel and your cost and your insurance. So I became a freight broker in 2017. The name of my company was DD Logistics LLC. And a lot of you know me from that company. All right. The D stood for Deborah, the E stood for Erica, and the other E stood for Elliot. All right. Now I registered this company in Buffalo, New York. Okay. So this company was a freight brokerage, right? And I was still working a 9 to 5 at the time. It was in the middle of COVID and it was really going very well in the beginning. So it took me a while to register the LLC, it took me a while to get it all going. So from 2017 to 19 is when it started. And boy, was it good. I was a broker. I was moving freight. I was excited. I was like, yeah, I'm in the trucking industry. At the time, it didn't click that I've been in the trucking industry my entire life. My papa and my father were truck drivers. That never dawned on me until 5 years later, right? So, once again, cycling back to my dad, who did a phenomenal job. The things that I picked up from him from the streets and the overcoming and the smarts all came full circle. Okay. Now, 2019, everything's going phenomenal. We're in the middle of COVID, 2020, 2021, 2022. Around 2023, things started to get a little strange within my business. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually brokering freight and things are a nightmare. All of my loads are in the red. The market's not turning around. And this is really causing more confusion. I'm still working a 9 to 5. I still got a family to take care of. Like, I built this business hoping from the bottom of my heart that this business would be successful. And in 2023, it wasn't. It was not successful. I was brokering freight that was in the negative. The market did not turn around. It's 2026 and the market has still not turned around. Okay. So I started to get extremely frustrated. At this time, a lot of companies were closing their doors, right? And I told my dad, I said, Dad, I don't know if I can keep going on like this. Things are happening in this company. It's not coming off the ground like I thought it was. Like, what do I do? And you know what he said? He said, Deborah, keep going. He said, just keep on going. Just keep going until you get it right. And I said, okay, if I keep going, these doors going to get closed. I don't know what to do. I got to pray about this. So I talked to God, and about 3 months later, I ended up seeing a video for government contracting. But while I was in the midst of closing my doors and transitioning from one logistics company to government contracting, I took another hit, a hit that I thought was going to break me, just like Elliot. I lost my baby brother to an overdose. Once again, another hit that would have took out the normal individual. This is my brother, Robert Smith. The name Poobs Logistics actually comes from his nickname. Okay. When I lost him, I lost a piece of myself. Okay. When I got the call that what happened, I was devastated. I had a company that was doing terrible. I was still working a 9 to 5. My life was already hard enough. And then this happened. This gentleman that you see on the screen was literally my best friend. The way that he rooted for me, and there was one thing that I really admired about my brother, is that he did not let things get him down. You know how people be worried about the rent and worried about the car payment and like worried about all these things and like taking life extremely serious? That was not my brother. He just did not care. He did not care. He always had a smile on his face. He thought that everything was funny all the time. The school used to call my mom and say, "You got to come get him. He's hopping around on one foot." This person that I lost, and a year ago, I wouldn't have been able to share this story. I'm in alignment right now because my brother runs this company from up top in heaven, and I run this company on the ground. And it is the only reason why I am successful in 2026. I am not operating this company alone. When my brother passed away from an overdose, he left me a gift. And the gift was to wake up. Immediately, all I heard was, Deborah, you're not living in your purpose. You're not living in your purpose, girl. That's it. You're not living in your purpose. You're going to that job every day. You hate it there. You're running a company that's in the ground. You got to pivot. You got to try something new. You're clocking in. These people don't care about you, right? Like you're miserable. You're taking the same ride every day. You're living in New York. The sun only shines 6 months out of the year. These people around you have crabs in a barrel mentality. Nobody understands where you're going. Just leave. Just go. That's it. Just get out of here, right? This was the moment of awakening. And I have never in my life missed a human the way that I miss my brother. It took me on a healing journey from New York all the way to Florida. And all I heard my brother saying was, Deborah, you got to put your own oxygen mask on and then go back and save others. But you are in so much turmoil right now that you have got to save yourself first. I will not surrender or quit until every single person in the United States of America is saying Poobs Logistics LLC. I started this company just to keep my brother's name alive because this person on the screen right here deserves every single accolade that I've made within this company. Every contract that I won is deemed towards him. The love and the light that I support and guide you all with comes from him. And I will not rest or let it go until every single person that I know and networked and collaborated with is saying the word Poobs. This is what the Poobs movement is about. Poobs Logistics LLC, DBA, the Poobs movement. And if you have lost someone from an overdose, I want to tell you, every single day that goes by, they are with you. They are with you in the trees. They are with you with the birds. They are with you in the radio. They are with you when you're walking, talking, breathing. They are there because there's not a moment that goes by that my brother died, and I know for a fact that he is with me. The things that I've been able to pull off between him, God, and my dad is nothing but a blessing. The light and understanding and love that I've been able to give all of you is because of this person right here. And that tore my heart out, but it also flipped the switch. Because right here, I started realizing how important mental health was, and I started teaching that in my career. If you take a look at my website, mental health is more important to me than anything that I'm building. Because when you're in turmoil mentally, there's no clarity, there's confusion, you're worried, you're stressed. You have got to go to God and give it to Him. There will be a point where you will have to get God involved, and you can either head towards the dark or you can either head towards the light. For a slight second there, I was going towards the dark, deep. And this happened, and the gift that my brother left, that he left me, pulled me to the light. I am extremely grateful and blessed that I have a beautiful family that I can call my own. These people love me. They will fight for me. They will go to war for me and vice versa. And they're the reason why I'm extraordinary. They're the reason why I can pull off the amount of things that I can pull off in this lifetime within this company. I came from lack to abundance. I came from no faith to high faith. I came from an empty fridge to a fridge full of food. I came from straight confusion and turmoil to clarity. I came from nothing, and now I am something. And I will never in this lifetime forget the people that were rooting for me when I was down. Okay. So for anyone who is dealing with any kind of mental health, or any kind of grief, there's going to be some slides at the end that I'm going to show you. And I want you to reach out for help, whether that's therapy, whether that's grief counseling, whether that's on Eventbrite, getting around other people that you can relate to. Please talk to someone. If you're going through something and you're in the dark and you're hiding it, please get someone that you love involved. Please. And if you don't have someone that you love, by all means, call me. Life is hard enough. Things will try to take you out, but you are not going to let it. You are going to overcome it all. When I look back on this journey, I'm extremely grateful to be here. When a lot of you talk to me and consult with me and invest in my courses and classes, people tell me all the time, Deborah, you are so cool, calm, and collective. That's God shining through me. That's my brother shining through me. I'm not running this alone. All right. Robert, I love you. I always have, I always will. And I will not rest until every single person in this atmosphere is saying Hoobs Logistics LLC. Now I'm at a time where things start to get better for me. I moved from New York to Florida. I'm extremely grateful. You know, I'm spiritually awakening at this point, right? Things are still a little bit tough, but they're not as tough as they were because me and my journal personally were like this, right? One on one. And I noticed I had to start getting some things to come up, right? Some things where my parents did the best job that they could, but I'm an adult now and I need to take accountability. And this is what accountability looks like. I'm going to start blaming myself for everything that I've been through. And then I'm going to attack. Anything that scares me, I'm going to go after it. That comes from my dad. Anybody who had anything bad to say, I'm going to wipe it off and I'm going to let it go. That's my mom. Anytime I feel like it's not working and I want to pivot, that's my sister. Anytime I want to quit and just walk away, that's my brother Jordan. These are the voices that I hear. And anytime anything gets hard in Poob's Logistics, I hear Robert saying, Deborah, keep going, keep bidding, keep talking, keep enlightening people, keep pushing, keep doing you. Invest in this, don't invest in that. Collaborate here, don't collaborate there. Push here, pull there. I am not alone. I built this infrastructure with a solid team behind me, and they're known as the Smith family. I am part of one of the most beautiful families you will ever meet in this lifetime. A family of resilience, overcomers, warriors that did not leave my side when things got hard. I have went on to win over 6 figures in government contracts. People started writing articles about me. I started doing in-person trainings. Now, this is big right here. You're talking about somebody who took punch after punch after punch after punch. My son almost died from a liver transplant, overcame it. My brother died from an overdose, overcame it. My dad, shortly after this happened with my brother, passed away 2 years later. The world is not all sunshine and rainbows. It will try to knock you out. But it is not about the velocity of the punch. It is about how long you stay down for. The woman 2 years ago that you're looking at right now could not tell you this story. I am an overcomer. And I know that you're going to do the same. You want to know why? Because you're watching this video. You've been following along on my journey. You want something different. You've been thinking to yourself, wow, life's really dragging me. And I'm here to tell you from the bottom of my heart, keep going. The thoughts and the visions that you're having are real. They're real. They're coming attractions to what is coming. The houses, the cars, the jewelry, the beauty, the family time, the vacations, it's all real. Do not quit. Don't quit. I want you to take it to God. Whatever you're confused about, whatever you're upset about, whatever you just can't seem to get it off your chest, you can't forgive, you can't forget, I want you to let it go. Whatever dreams you let die inside of you, I want you to bring them back up and I want you to act on them today. Because I am living proof that God does not forget about his children. And as long as you have people that love you and that can support you, go to them. Put your pride to the side because you do not know when it is your last day. You could get hit by a bus tomorrow. The brakes could go on the car. You can fall into a sinkhole. You could go to bed tonight and not wake up. Do not go out with regrets. Follow your dreams. Okay? Even if you got to get on YouTube. Another thing, all right? If you're trying to make $1 million in the next 6 months, get away from people who are not trying to reach that goal. Watch who's in your ear going forward. Get on YouTube, search up Motiversity, and get around people who are positive because the people who are above you will never tear you down. The people who have already went to the top, 100 million, 500 million, a billion, those people will never ridicule you for you trying to obtain an actual dream ever in this lifetime. You are worth amazing things. It doesn't matter what happened to you. You are not a victim. You are a victor. Take care of your mind. Okay? If you're going through turmoil and you're having a hard time, you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, here are some resources that I want you to reach out to. Screenshot this, point the camera, take a picture, because your mental health is way more important than you will ever know. The thoughts that you are having, whether they are good or bad, shape your entire being. Your entire being. Okay? I want you to utilize this because at Poobs Logistics LLC, it's not just about logistics. As I share my story, it is about mental health. You need to make better decisions for the people around you. You need to make better decisions for you. Get a journal, get a pen, and get some of those thoughts out. If you feel like journaling won't work, try meditation. You feel like meditation won't work, try a walk. If a walk doesn't work, reach out to one of these numbers. If that doesn't work, call a friend. You are not alone in this lifetime. God gave us the ability to connect for a reason. Reach out to someone, like I said, even if it's me, even if you just need someone to talk to, because let me tell you something, what happened to you is not your fault. You gained an angel. Okay, whatever you're trying to numb, give it to God. He will help you. Okay, here's some more resources. If you're carrying grief, tell one person you trust how you're really doing. When someone asks you, hey, how you been? Tell the truth. Oh, look, right now I'm at 30%. I'm not doing too well. Okay, I'm struggling. All right, if you got to cry it out, cry it out. Have a good sleep schedule. Good food and movement needs to be on the schedule, whether it's a walk, lifting weights, running, jogging, even if it's a quick workout in the living room, okay? Now, this is a big one. I want you to say their name out loud. If you lost someone, I want you to keep on saying their name. I want you to keep telling their stories. I don't want you to let it go. I don't want you to drop it. I want you to keep it up, okay? Even if it's the same story over and over again, the people that love you, they will understand. And if they don't, they're not your people. Say their name out loud. Keep telling the same stories, honey, over and over and over and over and over again. Do not let them die. All right? Let the hard days be hard. You are not perfect. Let the hard days be hard without calling it failure, because we all need red lights. There's a reason why there's a red light, a green light, and a yellow light. If it was all greens, then what is it all for? If there was never red lights, like what is it all for if it was just always go, 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 no green? The red lights and the yellow lights are meant to slow you down and stop you. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Let the hard days be hard, honey. You're only human. And the last one, please find a therapist at psychologytoday.com or a lower costing free session at openpathcollective.org. You are not a victim. You are a victor. I am extremely excited that I was able to come on today and share this story. When you hear me say, whatever you are thinking that is good, think bigger. I have been trying to drill that in your head for the last 2 years on this platform. Whatever you are thinking that is good, think bigger. Start to think bigger. Go on YouTube right now, use a little magnifying glass and type in think bigger and see what comes up. And start listening to those podcasts and those videos every single day. Get around people who are mentally healthy. And if you can't, utilize YouTube. Okay. I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here and listening to my story today. A lot of you have been following me for a long time. But today I wanted to share my beautiful, amazing family. And I'm going to close it out with saying, look, whatever you are thinking that is good, think bigger. Bye for now.